Hi, welcome to Intuitive Moon Tarot. This is Jen. I'm here today with another general reading for you. This reading is going to be for my fire signs, so Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this is being recorded in the month of November 2018. However, for those of you that are finding this video at a later time, go ahead and tune in as there may be a message that was meant for you to hear. This is just a friendly reminder before we get started. These are general readings, so my intention here is to share my gift with you and connect with as many of you as possible and be of service to you to get you messages from your spirit guides and from the universe. However, it's not always possible to guarantee that every general reading will resonate with every person who watches it every time. So chances are, if you were drawn to me in some way or another, there will be a message that's meant for you eventually. So please stick with me, and stay tuned. You can subscribe to my channel here or like me on Facebook. I appreciate all of your loyalty and support. And, hopefully we'll find a message that's meant for you here shortly. You can also book private readings with me. So if you want to guarantee the message is meant for you and you have specific questions or need guidance in specific areas of your life, you can email me at intuitivemoon1111@gmail.com, and you can find that information in the description box. I'm going to go ahead and do just a short 3-card spread for you today. We're going to add in some oracle cards, and I'll pull some clarifiers if I need. This, again, is just going to be general, so I'm not specifying that this is going to be about love, career, or, it's just whatever. We're just going to humbly ask the universe, the spirit guides, and the tarot to provide us with whatever insight, information, and inspiration that they have for us this month. If you guys can go ahead and tune in with me, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and out, and just humbly ask the universe for some guidance and some answers and some messages that can resonate with you today. Let's go ahead and get started. Thanks for your patience, you guys. These have been pre-shuffled off camera, but I do some additional shuffling on camera because I know most people enjoy that. Please, tarot, please, universe, what messages do you have today? Ooh. For my fire signs, we're starting right off with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands has popped up, I believe, in 2 of my other readings. I want to say earth signs and water signs, maybe? So he's all over the place right now. Please, tarot, provide me with messages and guidance for my fire signs for the month of November 2018. Okay. All right, you guys, what is going on? So we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a fire sign energy, very passionate energy, kind of impulsive. Knights are always action-oriented, so usually it's like acting impulsively on your passions, fast forward movement. We also have the 8 of Pentacles here, which talks a little bit about, putting in the work, putting in the effort, striving away, being really intently focused on, your long-term goals. And then we have the 5 of Swords here. So we've got fire energy, earth energy, and air energy. So I don't know if this is numerous people showing up here or if this is all your energy. You may be dealing with people with fire, earth, or air energies as well. The 5 of Swords, of course, talks a little bit about betrayal and feeling, stabbed in the back or disappointed. It's pretty clear to see by the picture here the emotion in this card. So give me just a minute to look over this and just see what I'm feeling and what messages come through for me, for you. You know what? I feel like So I feel like there was something maybe there was like a false start here in some way or another, whether this was a relationship or a career or a friendship, a new job. I don't know what it was, but there was something where there was battles and struggles that had to be overcome. It was like there was something that started out very passionate, it was just a full force, but it was kind of a fast start. And things moved quickly, and this was exciting, and this was kind of impulsive in nature. And I feel like due to that, I feel like this energy here is your energy. And don't get distracted by the male or the female. It doesn't matter. These are just energies. So whoever, I feel like this is your energy here. And I feel like what happened, and this kind of to me feels more like on an emotional level. So if you haven't been recently dealing with anybody, or you haven't been romantically involved with anybody, this reading may not resonate with you. We'll see later on if there's additional messages that come through. But right now I'm getting really strong sense that something started out really passionate, and I almost feel like that's the other person's energy, but this, again, is so general that it can go vice versa, and there's lots of people tuning in. But there was some kind of a quick, fast, impulsive, passionate start to something. And as that happened, it's like your energy was, you were excited about this, but I feel like you took this a little bit more seriously. Maybe you were a little bit more grounded. You were more in a state of mind of like, okay, these things take work, relationships take work, and this could be career as well. But I'm just saying that you were kind of in a position of taking this seriously and being a little bit more grounded than the other person. And you were really, and this could even be in something that's long-term. Maybe you were in a marriage and initially that person pursued you and was very, moved in quick and just wooed you and came in like a knight in shining armor and just really passionately got you drawn in and attracted to this situation. And then you were in this grounded place and you're like, okay, I'm with you here and I want to put this work in and I want to, to build something out of this. And then at some point in time, it's like this person just, I think reality kind of hit, and maybe, the honeymoon phase wore off, or life got in the way, or they just weren't necessarily as stable or as committed to this situation as you were in some way or another. And they kind of turned away from this. And it was just like, and you're left here going, well, wait a minute, you drew me into this and you brought in all this passion and excitement and just, and I've been putting the work in and this has been my main focus. I've put a lot of effort and time into this and I focused intently on this situation. And now I'm just left feeling heartbroken, feeling kind of misled, and I don't think the intentions of this person, honestly, were to mislead you. And of course that, that's not going to be for everybody, but for a good portion of you that are watching this, I feel like the intentions were initially, they were really excited about this, really passionate about this, but they weren't thinking about the consequences of their action. They weren't quite as grounded or as stable. They weren't in this earth energy. And this could have been you as well, because you're a fire sign and this pulled up first. So this could have been you. You could have been really excited initially about an idea, a person, a career, a relationship, a friendship, whatever it is for you. Again, because this is general, I don't know. But whatever this was, this could have been something that you felt really strongly and passionately about in the near past, recent past. And then at some point, like, reality hit and you recognize the amount of work that was going to be necessary to keep this going, or you got to know this person a little better, or you fell into real life situations with this person. Maybe you moved in together or shared a child or got married, or maybe this job got more serious and you got really involved in this and you realize that this isn't going to be something that's sustainable for you long term. This isn't what you initially thought it was, or this is more work than you initially thought, and your focus kind of changed and it left the other person or the place of employment or whatever it is for you, just kind of feeling hurt or backstabbed or betrayed or misled in some way or another. So again, the energies can go both ways. I'm going to pull an oracle card here to kind of get some more information. And for those of you that are enjoying this reading, it really helps me out if you like these readings or subscribe to me so that I know my energy is appreciated and I know to keep giving of myself freely and that this is helping people, because that is obviously my intention in doing these readings. Let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Yeah, I'm feeling like there was something that was initially so passionate and somebody that came in just so it's just kind of the same message over and over and over. Sometimes I get, numerous scenarios because there's numerous people watching, but this is coming in pretty strong for me that you kind of feel like somebody that initially you felt passionate about or felt passionate about you, or the two of you had a passionate start. You feel like they've kind of after the struggles and you're going, hey, we've been through all this, we've overcome all of this, and I've worked so hard and I was so focused and dedicated to this, and now I'm just left feeling like this. But again, we have to remember that, sometimes people's intentions and feelings are genuine, but they just we get blinded a little bit by lust and desire and all the things that come with meeting somebody, falling in love, or getting excited and passionately having a new beginning and a new job or whatever it is, and things don't always work out in our favor, and that's okay. Please, Tarot, give me some additional guidance here. You know what? I'm also getting, it's like you were left feeling like you were doing all the work, and I can't stop noticing repeatedly that this almost looks like a wedding dress, and you see that he has angel wings, but he's still carrying additional swords here. And when I see this, it could be 2 years, 2 months, 2 weeks, 3, 5. I look at all the numbers here, but I'm seeing that I feel like this was a little bit longer term investment. This isn't necessarily something that was short term or short lived. For some of you, it's like you felt like there was a passionate beginning and you were kind of talked into this relationship, and you felt kind of like you were left alone. Like it wasn't the partnership that you were expecting, whether that be through work or through romantic relationships, or even whatever, a family relationship. But I feel like there was some kind of initial excitement and passion, and then some of you just felt like you were left alone. You were the only one putting in the work, and you made this such a strong focus. There may have even been a marriage, a wedding, an engagement. This could even have been substantial, like years invested. And in the end, you just felt like, again, you were misled, you were backstabbed, you're left here out in the cold. You're hurt, your heart. I mean, she's just grabbing her chest. She just feels heartbroken. And this is perfect. So we had the Warrior. It came out on its own. I have a really spiritual connection to this oracle deck, and it usually just comes right in and just reassures me that the messages that I'm getting are correct. Again, with the number 2, so that may be significant to some of you. I'm going to read a little bit about this card for you out of the book. So it says, my beloved child, when the Warrior appears to you, it is such a fortunate sign that no matter what is happening to you in your life, you are truly protected. Whatever you are experiencing right now, all will be well. If your question is regarding love, this card represents someone who is deeply committed, protective, and kind to you. Friendship and love are sacred, and these qualities are important for a relationship to grow. If this person doesn't have these qualities, then move on. For I will send you someone with a true warrior spirit instead. Remember, life is about learning and discerning who is true and who is not. Which, excuse me while I pause for a minute. It's kind of like you saw this person with angel wings. You saw this person as your knight in shining armor, somebody who was driven, somebody who was passionate, somebody who was capable of overcoming battles and being someone you could be in a long-term commitment with. This is really, to me, turning into a love reading, so I hope that that's helpful to those of you that are watching. But you see that it talks about, it says, life is about learning and discerning who is true and who is not. There is another message here to consider. Do you embody these qualities in yourself? Now is a good time to think about how committed you are to your path. So that is a beautiful message. I'm going to pull a surrender card for you as well, but I think that just kind of confirms what we've been talking about here, that there may have been somebody that you just thought was your knight in shining armor. You really were committed to this. You really were willing to put the work in, and at the end of the day, you were left feeling like this. And this is reminding you that, it's important to take our time. Okay, and so if you're in this situation, or you were in this situation in the past and you're trying to move forward, but maybe you're having some trust issues now and you're thinking, I don't want to get stuck putting all this work in, investing all of this time just to be left heartbroken. Maybe you've had a bad experience in the past, maybe you had a recent breakup, maybe you're in a marriage where you're just left doing all the work and you're feeling kind of backstabbed, like you're the only one really still committed to this, and you're feeling like the other person has turned their back on you and isn't exactly who they appear to be. This is a reminder that we need to take our time. Acting impulsively off of passion will sometimes lead us into these situations, and maybe you can look back at some of your patterns. I've been guilty of this personally in my life a few times, because it's exciting when you meet somebody new, and if you are honest and hardworking and focused and driven, you just kind of assume other people are trustworthy and honest and hardworking as well. That's just the nature of it all. And then sometimes we're left very disappointed or disillusioned by that. But there are still people out there, and there is somebody out there that is meant for you. So if your question is, you've had a new passionate person come in and you're willing to invest all the work, but your fear is that you're going to be heartbroken, but you feel intuitively like you can really trust this person, then maybe this is the person for you. But that's not really what I'm getting from this. But of course, this is general, so there's different messages for different people. What I'm getting here is that the situation that initially was very passionate, maybe was kind of rushed into a relationship. You were left feeling like you did all the work and you were the only one invested in this, and you were left feeling very alone, and like the person turned the back on you and wasn't who they were supposed to be. And this is just a reminder that that's a part of life. That's a part of learning. And in these situations, we have the ability to learn more about ourselves. And to reevaluate. And this is a really good time for you to reevaluate your situation and yourself and your needs and your wants, and to trust that there is somebody who is meant for you. So if you're holding on to something where you're just feeling alone and heartbroken and backstabbed, and like you're the only one putting in all the work, but you're scared to let go, right? Because now you've invested all this time, and you don't want to accept it the way it is, and you still see this person with angel wings, even though they've hurt you maybe more than once in one way or another, broken their commitment to you, but you can't help but still seeing the good in them, and you just don't know if this is a situation where you should stay or go. This is a reminder that if you're holding on in the fear of not finding someone else, not finding a connection that's better suited for you, that's nothing to be concerned about, because once you release what's not meant for you and you get yourself back on track, you are going to attract, and when you're vibrating on that frequency, you're going to bring in the right person for you that's willing to put in the equal amount of work that you are moving forward. So don't be afraid to let go of something that's not suitable for you. Let me get a surrender card. Please, universe. Guys, this is coming through pretty strong for me. And of course, this isn't going to resonate with everybody. But for those of you that can just kind of feel this a little in your soul and you're going, yeah, I think that's me. I know how bad it hurts, and I know especially when you're just like, we're so close. I put in, because the 8 of Pentacles, right? 10 of Pentacles, 10 is like completion of a goal, and you're like, we're so close, we've come so far, I've put in so much work, and now you had to go and do this. Why? Where's this person? Where's this guy? This girl? This person? I thought you were somebody else. But we can't deny what's going on here, right? I mean, you can't deny your heart. You can't deny sorry guys, I'm just trying to focus here. Please, universe, please, tarot, please, spirit guides, please help me get further clarification. What do my fire signs need to surrender in the month of November? So, surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I can't talk today. You're my last reading, so I think I'm stumbling on my words here a little bit. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. So I'm going to read that one more time since I slaughtered that. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. So I just think what I'm hearing here repeatedly is you need to come to peace with this situation. You need to free yourself from things that are hurting you. You need to let go of heartbreak or, the way that you thought things were supposed to be. We don't want to cling on to, to the past, the what if, woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? Because that's not going to, like they always say, don't look back, you're not going that way. There is somebody who is meant for you and who will equally put in the amount of work and effort that you do. But I just feel like this is just a reminder not to act impulsively based off of passion. And that's a wonderful feeling. And a lot of times those relationships are successful, but not always. And so we need to take our time to really get to know people and to really be able to focus in on our intuition and to be at a place, because if we're not peaceful inside, if we're frantic, if we're feeling stressed, if we're making decisions based off of passion or impulsiveness, or we're making decisions off of being from an inner place of loneliness or frustration or sadness or anger or any of those things. I mean, some people they feel really, there's a lot of emotional turmoil going on inside. That's not a good time to make decisions, especially long-term committed relationship decisions, right? We need to be at a place where we're peaceful, all on our own, inside, put in the work on ourselves, refocus our attention on ourselves, see things for what they really are and let go of the past, and recognize that when you're in that place, you will be open for your warrior. You'll be open to receive that. Don't hold on to things that aren't meant for you out of fear, inner turmoil, emotional turmoil, fear, stress. You know, I'm getting this message. It's funny. My mom used to tell me, you wouldn't keep dumping money into a failing business. You know, so if you are just saying, hey, well, I've already put in so much effort, we've already come so far, we've already been through so much, you know, so I don't want to let go now. And in some circumstances, you know, that may be true. And I'm not a person that advocates just throwing things away when they get hard. Obviously, I don't believe in that. But when we're in this kind of a situation where you're literally feeling alone, stabbed in the back, betrayed, hurt. This is also a reminder just to be careful who you trust. This is kind of a sneak attack approach. I always see this as this person isn't done. If we allow them to re-enter into our lives or to stay in our lives, they're still carrying more swords. The battle isn't over. They have more pain to inflict on us. And it's up to us to decide if we're going to allow that or if we're going to walk away, find our inner peace, and open up ourselves to accept true love, passion, commitment. So that's what I'm getting. I wish this was a little bit more positive. But I have to tell it like it is. You know, I know a lot of people don't like it when you give them readings like this, but I have to respect my contract with spirit guides and the universe and the gift that I'm given, and I have to give the messages as I see them. But I still think this is a beautiful opportunity for you to turn things around, for you to reclaim yourself, and for you to find your inner peace, and for you to find what's truly meant for you. If you're in a situation where you don't have that, and you're just holding on out of fear, I think it's time to let go and to really find some peace inside yourself so that you're able to attract the right people into your life or the right circumstances. So, all right, you guys, that's all I'm getting for now. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. If this wasn't resonating with you, please come back another time and we'll see if we can't find something that was meant for you, or contact me for a private reading so I can get you the answers and the guidance that you're seeking. For the rest of you, I hope that you found this helpful and you find some peace moving forward. Love and light.